Hello guys, so before we start this video, I'm really sorry about the last video about, what if Deku had the power of the Greek gods because, the whole recording was all covered. I was tired at the time, so I'm really sorry for that. So let's begin the video proper. Hello guys, I am back from another video and today we talk about Deku had a Digimon. So in the last video, Deku, well, after they were told that they're going to be going to a, well, going to a training camp, they were also told that they'll be going to their internships. So in his internship being Izuku's, he met Endeavor and also her, and I meant his daughter. And not only that, his daughter was in love with Izuku, being Fuyumi. So, when Izuku was told that they're going to be going to a party where Endeavor was, celebrating that he's, the number one hero now, Izuku decides to join. So, during in the party, Izuku was talking to, to Fuyumi, but Reiko was pretty much jealous at the time. So, when they were outside, only just Fuyumi and Izuku, Fuyumi was pretty sad because, she wasn't, well, well, happy what happened. But Izuku helped her. And not only that, they actually did a little bit of a dance alone. But Reiko, when she saw that, she's infuriated. So, when they gone back to, to the dorms, she basically pushed Izuku right onto the bed as she says, "You're mine. Your body, your mind, everything. You are mine," says, Reiko. And that's going to be, what happened last time. So, yeah. So, let's talk about what happens next. So, after preparing, Izuku's basically all set to basically go to the training camp. So, everybody is basically in the bus as everybody excited to go there. So, when Izuku was basically riding in the, in the whole bus, Izuku hears this from Aizawa. Alright, we're here. So, guys, again. So, everybody starts getting off as Aizawa says, "Alright, we're here." As Izuku says, "Wait, it's just a cliffside." As Izuku sees four people appear. One of them puts their hand on the, on the ground as the cliffside starts splitting open as everybody starts falling down. But Izuku, at that time, Izuku summoned out his for Beelzemon wings, or Beelzemon blast mode if you want to be technical. So, Izuku grabs both, Fuyumi and, Reiko, because Fuyumi is actually there, okay? I just forgotten to say it. So, wait for a second again. Izuku says, "Ugh, god dang." As, um, as Fuyumi says, "Hey, are you okay, Izuku?" As for Reiko, she says, "Shut up." As Fuyumi says, "Hey, you don't need to be that mean. I was just worrying about Izuku." So, Izuku starts carrying them to, the, well, to the training camp as they were attacked by these, earth creatures, or literal creatures that basically made out of, the earth. As Izuku starts, dodging them, as Izuku says, "You better, hang on." As Izuku throws them up, up into the sky, Izuku uses his Beelzemon, blast mode, arm to basically start shooting all of these, earth creatures. After destroying them, Izuku grabs both of them as they start flying into, or at least flying all the way to the, in the training camp. When they meet it, one of them, which is, what is her name? One of them being Ragdoll says, "So, I'm guessing that guy is helping them." As the other one, which is called, I think her name was Mandalay, the one that's color red, she says, "Yeah, this guy is quite a gentleman." Izuku says, ugh, God dang. As both of them say, are you okay, Izuku? As, wait for a second. As Reiko says, shut up. And I told you, I'm Izuku, so you better not try and steal him. As she says, whatever. Okay, so when they made it to the training camp, one of them, which is I think his name was Tiger, I think. Um, you can just correct me in the comments, but Tiger says, "All right, you're gonna be training over there." So he points to a training area as all three of them start training. So whereas the rest of the students, which one of them being Rose, says, "Yeesh, you at least try to help us, Izuku." Atlas, yeah, nerd. Are you why you're not helping the one true hero here? Izuku says, first of all, I only have two hands, and second of all, Bakugo, I don't care. As Bakugo says, what did you say? Izuku says, thing terrorist. As he says, yeah, little. As everybody sees, or at least smells something good. As Yumi, or I meant I meant breakfast, I meant dinner. And also, Reiko's also, dicing up some, carrots or something. And for Izuku, he's basically, getting some canned food. Like, for example, canned sardines or something. So, everybody smells the food as they say, wow, it smells so good. So, after preparing the, the table, everybody starts eating. As one of them, which is Todoroki, says, wow, you're really good. As Izuku says, yeah, I am the best. And also, for, for Fuyumi, her cooking is absolutely good. How did you even learn that? As she says, I just learned it from myself. As Izuku says, really? As she says, yeah, I learned it from my mother. But not only that, but I actually teach myself how to cook really great food. So Kaminari is basically just guzzling everything. As Izuka says, maybe at least try to be much more formal, and you probably just choke yourself. Kaminari, as Kaminari says, it is so good. As for wait for a second. As Elizabeth says, it tastes so good. It reminds me of the good old days. Right, Izuku? Izuku says, yeah. So, after they finished eating, they started going to sleep. So, the next day comes, as it's the day that they're gonna be doing the whole, what is that called? The, test of courage thing. So, Class 1B arrives as they basically start, going straight to Izuku, basically saying that Izuku is pretty great at the sports festival. Even Monoma even gives Izuku a thumbs up. So, when Bako sees this, he says, "Hey, I'm supposed to be the one that's getting praised." As when Class 1B sees Bako, they basically flip them off. Like they give them the he gives Bako the middle finger as Bako says as he basically starts creating little explosions. So yeah, so after doing that thing, they started going into the forest to do their test of courage thing. So wait for a second again. So Izuku is paired up with Reiko and Fuyumi. So Fuyumi is saying, "Hey Izuku, I'm kind of scared. So can I at least hold your hand?" As when Reiko hears that, she says, "Hey Izuku, can you hold my hand? I seem to be kind of scared." Izuku says, "Sure." So they're basically locking their arms together as Fuyumi is basically saying to herself, "Heh, Izuku obviously loves me. After all, I am his girlfriend." As Fuyumi says, I'm gonna make her pay. I'm also gonna make Izuku mine as well. So, after strolling around for like a few minutes, as they hear, well, something. It sounded like a roar. As they see a Mad Leomon, and not only that, the Mad Leomon is being ridden by, well, a half Devimon, as in like half Devimon. It's basically like a half human, half Devimon hybrid, as he says. So, let's see how many rip you apart. Now, die! As Leomon starts charging in, and he starts using, well, his gigantic claws to basically start clawing at everything. As Fuyumi is a little bit scared, and I don't know what is her quirk. I think she's probably quirkless in the anime. Let me check first. So she starts spewing out, well, red ice. As this red ice starts burning the Mad Leomon, as the Mad Leomon starts, well, tearing everything. As Izuku says, "Hey, Fuyumi, start running," and also, um, well, reverse. Reiko, start running as well. I'll handle them off. As they say, "Sorry, but I think we can fight them off anyway." And also, you really think that we can here? Izuku says, "Ugh, fine." So, Izuku summons out his two Digimon. As Fuyumi says, "What are those things?" Izuku says, "Time for you to face your judgment. Now, pay." So, Nemesis Agumon digivolves into, well, Infernal Greymon. And for Nemesis Gabumon, she digivolves into, well, Paradiso Gurumon. As they start, well, destroying these, well, Digimon, or at least half human, half they're terrifying. So, the Mad Leomon starts, well, to a portal as he disappears, including those, well, other half human, half Digimon hybrids. As you can, they're basically defeated. So, are you okay? As Fuyumi says, "What are those things behind you?" Izuka says, "Oh, I guess I have to tell you everything." So, Izuku basically tells them, or at least both of them, that he's, well, even though he was, well, abandoned, he was, well, adopted by Beelzemon Blast Mode, which Izuku explains everything, basically everything, including his death and also Izuku's eventual, while turning into, well, a well a a right. As, well, Reiko says, "So that means you're a protector of that digital world thing." Izuku says, "Yeah." As Nemesis Agumon says, "Yeah, so, boss, can we just go back into our, well, thing?" As for, well, Jesmon, which I've been neglecting for a long time because, well, I never really liked Jesmon all that much. As Jesmon says, "Hey, can I just at least come out at least? And besides, why you didn't get to have some fun taking down those freaks?" Izuku says, "Sorry about that. I just kind of forgot." As he says, "Fine. I will just be staying here being useless," as he starts crying a little bit. As for Fuyumi, she says, "So, Izuku, so that Rose girl," and Izuku says, "Yeah, she has the ability to use a Digi Spirit, which contains, well, a spirit of a Digimon. That means she's able to transform into a Digimon, or at least a half human, half, um, well, a half human, half Digimon hybrid, which is not like them. It's more complete-ish, I guess I can call it." As she says, "Oh, okay." and that, well, your so-called cousin, um um Elizabeth. Azuka says, "Oh yeah, she's not really my cousin. It's more like a friend." As she says, "Oh, okay." So that, well, that creature that she summoned back in the USJ. Azuka says, "Yeah." So yeah. So after they gone back to, well, to the training camp proper, everybody's basically in shock as they were attacked by those creatures. One of them was injured, and that person was Bakugo, which he kind of deserved. His leg is basically broken, as he says, "Dang it! I should have beaten him. I should have god dang killed him when I had the chance. But you decided to distract me. You god dang shit. I meant um um let's just gonna call him brown hair. I'm just gonna say it, or just poop hair, even though poop hair is just going to sound really childish, I guess. As um as for, um Kirishima, he's basically talking about Kirishima. Kirishima says, "I'm sorry, bro, but dangerous. I mean, that thing, it literally has a large freaking gun for an arm." Aizuka says, "Wait, what? Large gun?" As he says, "Yeah, that thing looks like a dinosaur cyborg with wings. It also has a dark blue skin." Aizuka says, "So um a black what's that called again? Like a black metal Greymon. Huh. Makes sense that Lucemon would summon him out. So, why did he attack? I'm guessing he tried to attack us. Hmm. So, when everybody was calming down, Izuku hears another roar, and that roar was, well, as everybody sees, Gundramon, and yes, that's actually a thing. It looks like this. As Gundramon is basically about to shoot, well, everybody down, Izuku says, "No!" As Izuku gets ready for the impact, but it never, well, Izuku never felt the impact. But when Izuku looked up, and when everybody looked up, they see a motorcycle. It seemed to be alive. And let me check the name because I kind of forgot. Izuku says, "Wait, Behemoth?" As the motorcycle basically looks, it basically has an eye as like a as light, as they basically, basically blocks the attack from, well, Gundramon. Izuku says, "Hell yeah!" So Izuku starts going on it, as one of them, being Bakugo, says, "What the heck was that?" Izuku says, "It's been a long time. I can't wait to use my dad's old ride." So, well, basically, wait for a second, guys. Well, Izumi, which she's actually from class 1B, sees this. She says to herself, "What the heck? My brother, he's awesome, but what the heck is that?" Azuka says, "Now let's have some fun." So, Behemoth starts, riding, well, in front of, well, Gundramon, as Gundramon gets, rammed. Izuku summons out his, Beelzemon blast mode arm, as it shoots as it shoots out a blast of purple and yellow electricity, as it blasts a part of, Gundramon, causing him to basically explode in, in a fantastic type way, basically turning him into data. Everybody including Aizawa and the Wawa Pussycat. Even Izumi and Bakugo were completely impressed. But after Bakugo sees that, Bakugo says, "You, I'm going to make your life a living hell. You, you steal the spotlight. I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed to get everything." Because Bakugo is, well, pretty much a how do I say it? A attention seeking tramp. So after Izuku does that, Izuku says, "Ugh, it's been a long time." So the motorcycle known as Behemoth, which if you don't know is basically beyond motorcycle, if you didn't know, as Behemoth says, or at least doesn't say anything, it doesn't talk. It basically gestures as it basically as one of them being, well, um Ida says, "How do you have a motorcycle? And do you have a license?" Izuka says, "Don't worry, and besides, this is my dad's motorcycle." I can't believe you actually followed me to the human world. As for, well, Ida says, "Human world? What do you mean by that?" Izuka says, "Oh, nothing." So after that whole incident, they started going back to UA. So the episode, and I hope you liked the video. Comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. But before you leave, some of you guys are not subscribed yet, so if you can just smash the like button. If you smash the like button, please, I would be grateful for that. So yeah, so toodaloo, bye.